Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no problem with my audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello? Yeah, great. So if there is any problem with my audio or the video, please do let me know. Just take it away. We don't. Okay, everything is clear. Great, great, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so hi everyone. So my name is Shaurya, and I will be the instructor for this particular program that we are going to have right now. That is building the Amazon clone using JavaScript and React.js. Okay, there are no prerequisites for the same. We will be discussing everything from scratch. The only prerequisite is that you should be able to understand English because that will be the mode of communication throughout the bootcamp. Will that be fine with everyone? Please let me know. We will be having the bootcamp for either 7 or 8 days. This time the project will also be live. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah. So I got the certificate for the Facebook bootcamp. Had a blast with this project. Okay, that's great, Arun. So I am not so familiar with whether the certificates have been sent out or not. Okay, I will have to consult my team. Has the certificates been sent out? Just cross verify it with Ashish once. Okay. Will you take the attendance? Yes, attendance will be taken up every single day. Okay, we don't know any of these topics. Don't worry. Okay, Manchala, you don't have to worry. The bootcamp is being conducted in such a way that there will be no prerequisites required. Everything will be taught in these 7 days itself. Okay. Hi, Akhil. It's great to see you right over here. Okay. So I haven't got the Facebook certificate. I'm cross verifying it with my team. I'm not very sure. Usually it takes 2 weeks to send out the certificates. So right now I think so it hasn't been sent out. That's the thing. Okay. Is HTML and CSS also included? No. We will be touching upon it. We will be learning a bit about HTML, CSS, but not in depth. The main focus would be JavaScript and React.js. But you don't have to have the knowledge for HTML, CSS. The basic knowledge I will impart you while we'll be learning the same. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay. Like I said, MD Bhila, okay, I'm not able to see your name properly from right over here, but you don't need any kind of prerequisites for this particular program. You don't have to worry about it, okay? The crowd is huge for React. Yeah, I'm also able to see that. Okay, great. Uh, okay. So there are a lot many number of people right over here. So how many of you are from the previous bootcamp itself? Like you have visited one of our bootcamps previously or attended one of our bootcamps previously? Please let me know just to get a rough idea about how many people are actually from the past that we are able to see right over here. Yes, you can put up the clone in your resume as well. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Yes, this video will also be on YouTube. You don't have to worry. We'll be starting in 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for everyone to join us. Okay. So yeah, a lot many number of people are from the previous boot camp as well. Okay, great. That's amazing. So many of you are new for these boot camps. I will be giving you a brief guide about the boot camp as well, how to attend, how to take down notes, and everything else as well. You don't have to worry. Okay, attendance, everything I will be discussing upon it. I will be touching about it as well. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. We won't be wasting any more time. Please listen to me very carefully. Most of your questions will be answered while what I'm going to speak right now. Most of your questions will be answered according to that. This bootcamp would be of either 7 days or 8 days, okay, depending upon how long it takes us to complete the project. The project will also be live, okay. There are no prerequisite for this particular bootcamp. The only thing that I want you to understand is that the mode of communication throughout the bootcamp would be in English. We'll be touching upon a little bit of HTML and CSS just to cover up your basics. So even if you don't know HTML, CSS, there's no big deal, okay. We will be touching upon it. We'll be discussing upon how a website works and everything as well. Then we'll be moving on to JavaScript. From tomorrow we are going to start off with JavaScript. Okay, we'll be starting off from the utmost basics. Okay, I presume You don't know anything, so we'll be learning JavaScript from scratch. Once we have learned a bit of JavaScript in 2 to 3 days, then we'll be starting off with React. Okay, we'll also be taking up React from scratch itself, no prerequisites required. Once we have developed a little bit of understanding in React, we'll be working on some small projects as well to understand the core concepts behind React as well. Then on the 7th and 8th day, we'll be having our project, that is your Amazon clone, which will be developing in React itself. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Will that be fine with everyone? Please let me know. The timings will always be 7 to 8 in the evening. Okay, it's compulsory to attend the session live. Although the recordings will be made available to you, attendance would be taken every single day in the class itself live. Okay, so you will have to fill out a Google form. I will be showing you the link to the Google form as well. Okay, so how to give the attendance, where to give the attendance, I'll be letting you guys know at the end of today's bootcamp, not right now. Again, we'll be letting you know how to fill up the attendance at the end of today's bootcamp. Okay, so you will be able to see that some of the questions will be repeated in the live chat. So if you know the answers for those questions, please try to just answer them properly. Okay, because I don't want to like spend a lot much amount of time in like answering the same questions again and again, so that we are able to focus upon the learning aspect of the program. Okay, like I said, the FB bootcamp certificates, according to my knowledge, haven't been sent out. Okay, it takes almost 2 weeks after the end of a bootcamp to send out the certificates. We'll have to go through all the projects to check up whether you have submitted the correct project, whether you have copied it from somewhere else, to validate it, then cross verify it with your attendance as well, and then the certificates are sent out. So for those who are continuously talking about certificates, please be patient. It takes 2 weeks after the end of a boot camp to send the certificates. Okay. Second, about the certifications itself. So there are a few certificates that will be given out at the end of this boot camp. Okay. By the end, I mean, again, it takes 2 weeks to send out the boot camp certificates after the end of a boot camp. This boot camp has been brought to you in collaboration with Google Developer Groups, that is via Google itself. So the certificates that will be sent out to you would be first on the basis of attendance. Those students who will be taking up the 7-day, having the attendance of all the 7 days, will be sent up an attendance like they have attended this particular boot camp on so and so topic by DevTown itself. Though at the end, we'll be doing a project. Once the project has been completed, we'll be asking you to submit the project as well. You will be given 3 to 4 days to submit the project. The project will be coded live in the class. Okay, so you don't have to worry that you have to create it on your own. You can just refer to the video to create the project as well. Once the project has been completed, you will be asked to submit it in 3 to 4 days. Once the project has been submitted, those students will be having 7 days of attendance, as well as the correct project submitted will be getting the certificate via Google Developer Groups as well, that they have learned JavaScript and React in these 7 days of boot camp. Okay, so that is one of the things. Secondly, you guys need to understand that this entire boot camp is for free. You don't have to pay anything for the certificates. You don't have to pay anything for these boot camps. The only thing that we require from you is your attention, because this is an educational program. This is not something that is for fun. Of course, we'll try to have some fun as well along the way, but this is mostly to impart knowledge to you. So try to like learn as much as you can. Okay. Why YouTube? Because like to have 600-700 people on Zoom wasn't possible. That is the reason why we have conducted these boot camps on YouTube itself, so that we are able to make these boot camps free. Okay, next, PC requirements. So you don't have to have a PC. You can make the entire project on your mobile phone as well. So you'll be using such tools and tools that you can directly like use your mobile phone to make the entire project. So you don't have to worry about that I need a PC or I need a laptop to learn. Okay, you don't have to worry. We also know that isn't possible for everyone to have. So we have tried our level best so that you are able to learn everything, even if you are having a Android device as well. That's it. Okay. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Shaurasana. I have been an educator for almost 4 years right now. I have taught on behalf of Google. I have taught in various colleges, various universities. I have been a data scientist. I've been a full stack engineer as well as a software engineer in companies like Reliance, Geo, and many other companies as well. I've conducted recruitment drives for many companies. And yes, I help students get placed as well. So currently, I have a record of 1,200 students that I have placed on my behalf. So that is basically my intro. As you can see, I'm a computer science graduate. Okay, from BITS. So yeah, that's a small introduction about myself. I would like to know. Okay, so for today, we are just going to start off with how the web works. Okay, what is the how the internet works, how websites work basically, because that is what we are going to learn. From tomorrow, we are going to start off with JavaScript. JavaScript will be covered in 2 to 3 days. Then we will be taking another 2 to 3 days to cover React as well. Okay, so that would be the entire thing. The links for the what's attendance won't be sent anywhere. Like I said, attendance, how to fill up the attendance, where to get the attendance link, I'll be letting you guys know at the end of today's bootcamp, so please be patient for the same. Okay, great. Guys, so let me know something about yourself as well. If you want to share something about you, I would love to know about that. After this bootcamp, after today's bootcamp, I'll be going live on our Insta page as well. If someone wants to talk to me, someone wants to tell me something about themselves as well, I will be live. I will take you live with me. You can just send me a request when I will be live there. Around 8, 10, I will be going live on Insta as well. Okay, the timings will be 7 to 8 in the evening every single day for the boot camps, and then from 8:10 to 8:30 I will be live on Insta as well. Okay, great. Okay, so let's get started with the today's class. Are you guys excited for the same? Please let me know. The Insta ID is down in the description of the video. If you go down in the description of the video, let me just show it to you. Give me a second, guys. If you go down in the description of the video, you would be able to see, I hope that my screen is absolutely clear. You'll be able to see the link to the Instagram page is down in the description of the video. You can directly go there on our Instagram page, and I will be going live on Insta at 8:10. If you want to join, definitely join us. Okay, I will be taking some of the students live with me, and I will be having a great conversation as well. So can we get started, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great, amazing. So let's get started, guys. I will just start off with let me just open up Paint. If there is any problem with the audio or the video at any point of time, guys, please let me know. Okay, so that I'm able to deal with it appropriately. I don't want that I'm continuously blabbering something and you guys are not able to understand it. Okay, great, no issues in that. No, you don't need any kind of knowledge for attending this particular boot camp. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, just pay attention to what I'm teaching and everything would be fine. Okay, great. So let's get started, guys. First of all, let's start off with something basic. Give me a second. Is this working? Okay, I think so. This is I've hold it up the wrong way. Okay, let's get started, guys. Okay, so let me first, guys, let me know, what do you understand by the term internet? What do you understand by the term internet? Or how internet works? To be very precise, like you are basically using like any website. Maybe you are on google.com, maybe you are on youtube.com. There are various websites that you are visiting on a daily basis. How does an internet work? Nobody is able to understand that. Okay, internet is a network of networks. That's absolutely clever, guys. Okay, so what? Let's assume what you do. This is your laptop or PC or mobile phone or something like that. You are on your device and you have put up www.google.com. Okay, this is what you are doing right now. You, in your browser, you went into the URL search and you are putting up a particular URL, that is www.google.com. But what actually happens? Let's try to analyze that. So when you're putting www.google.com, what does your browser does? So it basically sends a request to a dictionary. Okay, there's a dictionary present that is called as DNS. Okay, can someone let me know from the previous bootcamp, if somebody is still there, can somebody let me know what is the full form of DNS? Can somebody let me know what is the full form of DNS, guys? So many of you are writing Internet works on 7-layer OSI model and everything. Yeah, I'm able to understand you are in your first year of college or second year of college, currently learning computer networks. But there's a lot more that goes behind the scenes, and that is what we need to understand. Domain name server or domain name. So you have to, it's domain name system. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to understand that this DNS is nothing else but a dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is a concept that you are very familiar with. Okay, so you have your Oxford dictionary. What is an Oxford dictionary? You have some words and the meaning associated with those words in a booklet. So if you want to find a particular meaning of a particular word, you basically just go through the pages, you find that word and you find the meaning of that particular word. That is the role of a dictionary. Similarly, DNS is also a sort of dictionary where these URLs, or what we call these as domains, these domains are listed to their IP addresses. Now, many of you have said that an internet is nothing else but a network of networks. Okay, so for example, what is a city? It is basically a network of addresses, a network of houses. So how do you identify a particular house? Okay, if a city is a network of houses, how do you identify a particular house? By its address. Similarly, to identify a particular server, a particular computer, any particular node on a particular network, it is identified by its IP address. Okay, so internet is network of networks. Okay, in each network there are computers. Each computer is called as a node, and that node can be identified by its IP address. So when you're writing google.com, okay, it's basically going into your DNS, your internet service provider, your ISP. It may be Jio, it may be Airtel, it may be, let's say, BSNL or anything else as well. Your ISP sends that request to your DNS provider, and your DNS basically maps it out, the domain, to its IP address. So for example, for google.com, maybe the IP address is something, let's say dot dash dash. So it's a IP4 address that is there, that is 4 bit like address that has been given to that particular domain name itself. Now that IP address is then fetched. Okay, that IP address is fetched from the DNS and sent back to your browser. Okay, that, okay, browser, the google.com that you want to go, you can just visit this particular IP address that is basically 4 numbers that are currently there. You go to that particular address, you will be able to find the files that you are looking forward to. Now, an website is nothing else but a bunch of files at the end of the day. It's HTML file, CSS file, JavaScript file. That's it. That's entirely a particular website that you're currently using. So you need to fetch those websites. Now these pages, where are these pages located? So let's just consider a particular internet right over here. Let's draw an internet. So you are starting off from your own computer. This computer is in turn, so you are having your Wi-Fi, okay, but to be of a very like important factor is that your entire internet is 100% wired. Only your endpoint, that is like you and your Wi-Fi router, that is the only thing that is wireless. Your entire internet is 100% wired. This, your computer is in fact connected in terms of wires, in terms of like millions of kilometers of wires. It is connected to a particular server, a particular computer in the headquarters of Google. It is connected to a particular computer in the headquarters of Google that contains, this computer has an IP address. Okay, it has an IP address that you were finding. So when you write google.com, the IP address that returned back to you, this is the IP address of that computer. Now your browser and your ISP, that is your internet service provider, will then link your computer via physical wire to the computer at the Google's headquarters with the same IP address that contains the files that you are looking forward to. Now it makes a request to that computer that, dude, this particular person has requested these files. If he has access to those files, could you please send those files to that particular person? So then this HTML, CSS, JavaScript files are then bundled together, distributed in data packets like most people were saying. And then via these network of wires is sent to your computer, where now these files are nothing else but code. Okay, you will not be able to understand these files at all. It will be just bunch and bunch and bunch of code that you will be seeing. You won't be able to do anything with that. So what you need is something that is able to interpret that code for you and to be able to express that you are able to see it visually. That is your browsers. Now, what are browsers? Your Google Chrome, your Safari, your Opera, your Firefox, Edge, all these are browsers that then interpret these files that have come to your computer. The browsers will then interpret these files and showcase the website in a visual manner to you. Okay, that is the entire concept of how internet works. That is the entire basic concept of how internet works. Now, you will be like, sir, this isn't possible. How will my laptop, like right over here in Bangalore, I'm sitting right over here. How is my laptop connected physically to a computer that is based in US? Like, isn't there like almost two different continents in the middle with two different oceans that go throughout the entire space? How can my laptop be connected to that particular computer? So for that, you are having, let's just go and watch this. Okay, let me just open up Chrome. Where is Chrome? Your internet wide. Okay, I need to go to google.com. Let's try to see this. Okay, so these type of wires that you are able to see, so this is just one example. Okay, let's look at this particular image. You will be able to see all these connections that you are able to see right over here in this image. Let me just open it for you. Okay, yeah, so this particular image that you are able to see, this is all the wires that run across the entire globe that connects different cities, different continents to transfer data within these wires. As you're able to see almost every single part of the entire globe. And these are all underground wires. These are all wires that are under the water. These are all optical fibers. Like you will be able to see how this looks like inside the sea. This is how it actually looks like inside the sea. It's just millions of kilometers of wire laid across the entire globe wherein your data is being transferred throughout the same. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this? Are you guys able to see how big the entire network is? And within milliseconds you are able to connect from India from Bangalore to a particular, like maybe Dallas or maybe like California. In milliseconds data is being, files are being able to be transferred from United States to India without any lag. That is how like wide these wires are and how powerful these wires are. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Do you guys have any doubts up till here? Please let me know. Okay, so almost every one of you have understood it. That's great. So you have learned about how internet works. Okay, let's try to understand how a website works. Now, internet is a very broad concept. There are various like it's basically networking that you will be able to learn right over there, but our focus is majorly upon websites. The files that have landed to your computer after sending the request to Google, those files are our major concern, because we need to create websites. That's the aim of this particular program, to be able to create websites. To understand that, we need to understand almost everything that is there related to these websites. So let's start with Netscape. So right now you are using your Google Chrome, maybe Opera Mini, Firefox, Safari, or any other browser as well, maybe Edge. Okay, so you need to understand that that isn't a software that came into being right now. It came into being way beyond, almost in 1980s is the time when web browsers came into being. In 1990s, the most popular web browser was the Netscape Navigator. As you're able to see, this is an image of the Netscape Navigator back in 1994. Okay, so you are able to see that not a lot has changed in these softwares, in these browsers. You are having your back page button, your forward page button, your home button, your reload the page button, find something, print something. Then you are having your location, that is your URL browser. You are having your screen where you are able to see the website. So not a lot of features have changed, yet Netscape is not a word that you are like listening to about right now. In 2008, Netscape closed its door. It was taken over by Internet Explorer, which was later on again, Internet Explorer was again closed down back in 2015 or 2016, and it was now the most predominant browser right now is Google Chrome. So you need to understand that technology does not change over a period of time. It just improves, and if you're not able to improve with time, you will just fall off. So that is true for being a software engineer as well. You just have to improve yourself with time. That's it. Okay. So let's try to understand the three basic components, or the three core components of any website that you will be using or you have been using up till now is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We need to understand what these three technologies actually work or do for a particular website. Okay, so first of all, let's start with HTML. Think about HTML as the skeleton of your body. What does the skeleton of your body do? Let me know. Okay, in the live chat, everyone, there are 650 people right now in the live chat. Can you guys let me know what does the skeleton of a body, human body, skeleton, that is bones of a human body, do for the human body? Can someone let me know? What is the use of the skeleton, the structural skeleton of your, yeah, exactly, Mohit. That is absolutely clever, Siddharth. That is, it provides a structure to the human body. It provides a shape to the human body. Okay, a basic framework upon which the body has been made. Think about HTML as the skeleton for your websites. Okay, it provides a structure to your website. It provides the basic fundamental details about the websites. It provides a framework to the websites, the information about the websites. Okay, so for example, the text that you want to put, okay, you want to put some links in the website itself. You want to have some like maybe some content in the website. You want to have different paragraphs in the website. You want to have a table in the website, so on and so forth. These are just shapes. These are just the structure of the website. As you're able to see, this is one of the first websites that were ever created. This is the World Wide Web. Now you need to understand why the website was created. So why not from the starting itself something was created that was absolutely beautiful? The reason behind that is that websites were basically created by researchers. So there were researchers at UC Berkeley and other colleges as well that came together. So for research people, it became very difficult to share those resources or those researches with people from across the globe or even within the campus as well. If I wanted to put some references to a particular item in my research, I would have to reference a particular book. If someone wants to take that reference, you will have to go to the library, find that book, find that page number, take that reference down. It was a huge problem to share information within each other. So the researchers themselves came together to form the World Wide Web that basically helped them share these researches. So the basic use of World Wide Web that was intended was just content, okay, just text with links that connected different pages, that connected different resources together, so that it was easier to share and refer to those resources as soon as possible. Keeping that in mind, there was no use of beautification. The only use was, okay, it should have text, it should be functional, it should be able to connect to different pages, everything should be legible, it should have structure. That's it. That was the only basic demand, and that is how HTML came into being. But after some time, it became that not just for research you're using your websites, you're also using websites to attract customers. Now, to attract someone, if I want to attract someone, I need to be beautiful. I cannot be a dull person, not from the inside, not from the outside. I'm not talking about any psychological things, okay? I'm just talking about I need to be beautiful so that customers are able to come to me. So for that particular case, another technology was made. So this is one of the first websites of Microsoft that was created, and Microsoft is one of the biggest tech companies ever, and you're able to see that this is the first website of Microsoft. It is not good looking, it does not look good, it's shabby, there's very little beautification to it, just text and some links and some image, that's it. And it was created entirely in HTML. Now, as time changes, it needs to be beautiful. Your website needs to be something that people are able to relate to. People are able to come to your websites and feel a sense of peace, not feel a sense of crap while looking at your website. So for that, CSS came into being. This is one of the websites of Yahoo from 1998. And as you're able to see, the difference between the Microsoft's website and the Yahoo's website is heaven and earth. Because Yahoo, instead of just using CSS, just using HTML, has also another thing, that is CSS. HTML is hypertext markup language. CSS is cascading style sheets. That are the full form for these two scripts. So you need to understand that what does CSS do? Your hair, your skin, your eyes, your lips, your facial expressions, all these different things come together to give you a beautification. Maybe you have some clothes, maybe you have some watches, maybe you have a mobile phone. All these accessories basically provides beautification to your personality, maybe some makeup as well. So the same thing goes on with CSS. You have an HTML that provides a basic structure to your website, and then you are having your CSS that provides the beautification of that particular website. So as you're able to see this particular website, it is well organized, everything is proper, in points, structured properly. You have some images, you have some colors, you have a proper line out, proper arrangement, alignment, everything looks so clean, so beautiful. Okay, so that is the basic concept of using CSS to provide beautification. But to just stop right over there is not enough. You need your website to be able to interact with the users. It should be able to respond to the users. It shouldn't be dull. It shouldn't be just information that is just beautified. Maybe it should have some animations. Maybe it should have some, for example, when you're typing a wrong email address, you should prompt that, okay, this is a wrong email address. You have to use Gmail to log in right over here. So all these different things, that was additional features that you required, an interactiveness, a responsiveness from your website, and that is where JavaScript came into being. JavaScript was created in just 10 days. Netscape basically approached Brendan Eich. So that was the creator of JavaScript. So they approached Brendan Eich that, okay, we want our websites to be reactive. We want people to be, that website should be engaging. We want animations on our website. We want reactiveness in our website. Give us a particular scripting language that is light enough so that it is able to run directly in the browser itself. It does not require very big computational resources like GPUs or CPUs to be able to run these languages. It should be light enough and fast enough that it is able to run in the browser itself. So Brendan Eich took 10 days to create a language called as LiveScript. Okay, so the language that Brendan Eich created was called as LiveScript. Now what happened was that LiveScript wasn't gaining any traction. Nobody was actually using LiveScript, even though it was one of the best languages that was ever created, but nobody was using it except Netscape, and this is not something that they wanted. So what they did was they hired a marketing agency. And they asked the marketing agency that, dude, we want want this particular language, that every single person throughout the world is using this particular language while programming websites. So they did so at that particular point of time in 1990s and 1980s. The language that was the most used language at that particular point of time was Java. Okay, so what they did was they just renamed LiveScript to JavaScript. Now please bear in mind that there is nothing in common between Java and JavaScript. It is the same as saying that apple and pineapple are the same, or car and carpet are the same. The only thing same between them is the word apple and the word car, and nothing else. The same goes on for Java and JavaScript. They aren't related to each other. It was just a marketing tactic so that people are able to confuse it that it is somehow related to Java, and they start using it. And this brilliant tactic actually worked. People started using JavaScript, and right now almost 100% of any of the website that you're currently using, any website, whether you be on Twitter, whether you be on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, maybe other websites as well, maybe Google as well, all are created using the language JavaScript. So you need to understand that this is the most most predominantly used language as of this particular moment for the past 30 years. This is the language that is being used, that was created just in 10 days. Now you might hear that, okay, LiveScript. So LiveScript was the original name for JavaScript. You might hear the word ECMAScript. So in UK, JavaScript is usually referred to as ECMAScript, and the versions for ECMAScript is usually referred to as ES6, ES7, ES8. So that is the latest version of JavaScript, that is ES8 and ES9. So that is how they have named all these, refer to JavaScript itself. ECMAScript, LiveScript, JavaScript refer to the same language. These are different names for the same language itself. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What about TypeScript? So TypeScript is just an reiteration over JavaScript. It's not a new language. It is just the same language. It's JavaScript itself with some additional oops concept built into it. That's it. So TypeScript is also a type of JavaScript at the end of the day. Okay. Yeah, you have written the correct spelling, ECMASCRIPT. Okay, ECMAScript. Amazing. You guys are so brilliant. Like, you guys were able to understand this in one go. That's great. Okay, so again, like I said, there's nothing in common between Java and JavaScript. So please do not confuse them together. Okay, great. Okay, let's try to understand first of all what happens if there is no JavaScript. So let's go to a particular website. So let's go to Instagram. Okay, so this is how Instagram looks like with everything like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Everything is switched on. You cannot of course switch off HTML. That is the structure itself. So let's do one thing. Let's go to our web developer tool and let's disable all styles. This is how Instagram looks like without CSS. This is how Instagram looks like without CSS, guys. So you are able to, this is just HTML and nothing else. HTML and JavaScript, that's it. That's what, if you're just using HTML and CSS, this is HTML and JavaScript. This is how your website would look like. Okay. So without CSS, you are able to understand, nobody would ever use Instagram. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. If you are like this, let's go to Google itself. Let's reload this page. Okay. Let's switch off all styles. Disable also. This is how Google looks like without CSS. This is how it will look like. And we don't want that. So let's do one thing. Let's enable CSS. Okay. Let's enable CSS and let's disable JavaScript. Okay. Just let me know. Hello. Are you guys able to see me? Please let me know. I think so. It should be working fine right now. Okay, are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Yes, now it's working. I think so. Disabling the JavaScript kick backed a few inches for us. Okay, but you were able to see, am I right? Like Instagram won't even open up without JavaScript. Were you able to see that? Instagram won't even load without JavaScript. Neither will YouTube load. YouTube will also not load without JavaScript. Your Twitter would also not load without JavaScript. So you need to understand that these websites, almost every single website is so dependent upon JavaScript that these websites won't even load up without the presence of JavaScript. Let's try to understand. Let's see Google. Okay, Google will load up. Okay, if you go to google.com, it will load up. Let's search for something. Let's search for DevTown. Okay, so this is how Google looks like without JavaScript. Okay, this is how Google looks like without JavaScript. So Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, these won't even load without JavaScript. Even Facebook won't load without JavaScript. And Google browser loads without JavaScript, but you are able to see that it's very different from what you are doing. There are no suggestions, there are no extra information. Okay, the layout is a bit different from what we had previously. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, great. So you are able to understand why JavaScript is important. Okay, because React, most or probably these websites are made in React itself. That is the reason why the entire website won't even load up without JavaScript being enabled, because it has to run JavaScript actually to be able to load these websites up. So if you are using like any other website, for example, if you're using Times website, basically any news websites, so you will be able to see a lot of ads on these websites. If you disable your JavaScript, these ads won't load up. Okay, you will be able to use those news websites. There will be some problems with some images as well, but at least you will be able to load these websites up without having any ads being popping up all the time. Okay, so you can use JavaScript for that notorious purpose as well. Okay, amazing. Okay, anybody has any questions up till now? Please let me know. Anybody has any questions up till now? Please let me know, guys. Yeah, of course, you can use Brave as well. There's no issues. Everything has been cleared. Okay, great. Okay, so for the next 7 days, you guys are able to understand the entire process. Tomorrow we are going to start with hands-on JavaScript. Okay, we won't be waiting for anyone. Please try to be on time. Like I've told you again, we are going to start from 7 to 8. The attendance will be taken live itself anywhere in the middle of the entire bootcamp, anywhere in the middle of the class. Right now, because I have to tell you guys the entire process of attendance, I'm waiting till the end of the boot camp. But from tomorrow, I will be having the attendance being taken up anywhere in the middle of the class itself. So please be ready for the same. Be on time. Okay, we're going to start with JavaScript from tomorrow. I don't want anyone lagging behind because there's a lot that we have to cover up. Like learning JavaScript and React is a big task along with a project. And the project is also the landing page of Amazon that we are going to do. So please be on time. It would be great to have you guys on board with us. Okay. Facebook is still using PHP. That's actually not correct. So early on, yes, at one time Facebook was using PHP. It was very early in the career. Yes, some legacy APIs are still in PHP, but they are continuously working on changing everything to Node.js. Node.js, Golang, these are the languages that they are currently using. Okay. Ishita, we won't be connecting your Amazon clone to database in cloud. Like I said, it's just React.js. React is the front end of a particular website. So we'll be learning about that as well when we're going into React. Okay. So nowadays, all are using wireless technology. So what is the use of underground opticals? Okay. So Mishila, you need to understand this, that as soon as you're moving away from your router, even 10 feet, it stops working. How do you create a wireless network that spans around from like US to India? that is able to transfer data at the speeds that you want. For that, it needs to be wired. That is the reason why. Okay. We'll be starting to code from tomorrow, guys. Okay, you don't have to download anything. You don't need to have anything. If you have a laptop, that's great. If you don't have a laptop, it's totally fine. You can use your phone to do the same. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, what about Python script? So basically, Python and Python script are two different things. First of all, Python script is a particular, like PyScript it's called as, and it basically, like, if you run it on your browser, it basically compiles it down to JavaScript and then runs it. So it's not that big of a deal. Nobody uses it practically because it's impractical actually, but yeah, it's a cool technology to work with. Okay, so let's first let me explain to you about the attendance itself. Okay, so you need to understand two things. First, attendance will be taken up anywhere, every single day. First of all, okay, you will have to have 7 days of full attendance, 100% attendance to gain the certificates. Without attendance, you won't be able to have the certificates. The links of the attendance link will be open up till 12 midnight. We won't be able to open it after that. You won't be able to fill up the attendance form after that. You'll have to fill it up exactly after the class ends. So I will be showing the attendance link in the middle of the class, anywhere in the middle of the class. You need to be in the class to be able to get the attendance link. At the end of the class, you will get time to fill it up. Okay, so that is how you will be doing it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let me just open up the form. Just give me a second. Okay, I've opened up the wrong form. Okay, let me see. Let me get a day one attendance. Open a new tab. Okay, so from where do we get the web development extension? Okay, the name of the extension is web developer. Okay, you can get the extension from the extension store of your browser itself. I'm using Chrome, so from Chrome browser extensions, you can directly search for web developer and you will be able to get the extension if you want. It's a great extension to have, like, to showcase whether it would work or not. That's the reason why. Let me just make a copy. Yeah, you can do the project via your Android mobile phone as well. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, let me just change the name to Amazon. Okay, one more thing, guys. So the attendance link has been created right now. I need a favor from you as well. See, these boot camps are for free. We never charge anything from these boot camps. The previous one was on HTML, CSS. This one is for JavaScript and React. The next one would be on Python and computer vision. So we'll be making we'll be learning Python first of all. Then we'll be learning computer vision. Then we'll be having a project on computer vision. We'll be making the cloak. Okay, so the cloak that Harry Potter basically uses, the invisibility cloak. We'll try to make that. So that will be the next bootcamp that is coming up. That will be starting from, I guess, 24th of this month, 24th or 25th of this month. I'm not very sure. Let me just check it up. So if you are interested in that, okay, you can directly go to our website devtown.in and you can register yourself if it is updated right over there. Okay, so it's not updated. So we'll be updating it tonight, I guess, tonight or tomorrow morning. That will be the next bootcamp that we are having. So just to make sure that these bootcamps are for free, we never charge anything for the same. The only thing that we want from you guys is your support, so that we are always able to keep these type of bootcamps for free. We'll have like cybersecurity bootcamps, cloud computing bootcamps, product management bootcamps. We'll be having data science bootcamps, web development bootcamps, and so on and so forth. And everything would be always for free and always certified as well. So what we want from you is just your support. That's it. So do follow us on our Instagram page. The link is down below in the description of the video. Do give it a like. Okay, subscribe to our channel. Like this particular video. It really, really, really helps us a lot, because in that particular way, more students are able to take advantage of these free boot camps, and that is the aim of this company as well. That people should be able to learn. They shouldn't like have to pay. Like if they want to start something, they can just start. Okay, so that is the main agenda for these boot camps. So it would be really very helpful if you guys like these videos. Like that would be exceptionally great of you as well. Okay, so there are like almost 672 of you right now watching this. Okay, if you gain anything out of these bootcamps, like the video, it really helps us a lot. Subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, that also really helps us a lot. Okay, so that's great. So I'll be that is one of the things. Secondly, the upcoming bootcamp, like I said, would be on Python and computer vision. You can join the Discord channel. We'll always be posting something informative right over there, and the Instagram page as well. So I'll be going live at 8:10 on Instagram page. So you can follow us right over there. The link to the Instagram page is also down in the descriptions. That would also be amazing. Okay, so let me just show you the attendance link. You can take a screenshot. Nobody would be sharing anything with anyone. Okay, this link won't be sent anywhere. Please take care about capital letters and small letters and numerals, as this is a case sensitive link. Okay, the link always works. Take a screenshot for the link. Okay, you can use Google Lens, but sometimes Google Lens fails to recognize some of the letters, so you will have to type in the link manually every single day after the bootcamp ends. Okay, and you will have to fill the attendance form up accordingly. Okay, so that is going to be the process for your attendance on a daily basis. Okay, so the attendance link won't be shared with anyone anywhere else. Okay, you will have to take a screenshot from right over here and proceed accordingly. Okay, again, you are your Discord link, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Instagram, everything, all the links are right over here in the description of the video down below itself. If you want to join there, you can definitely do that. Again, I'm showing the attendance link right over here. You can take up a screenshot, okay, and do it. When I will be coming to Insta live today, I will be coming to Instagram live at 8:10 on DevTown's channel itself. Okay, the link is down in the description. We'll share the link on all the WhatsApp groups as well. Okay, if it's possible, I'm not very sure of it, but yeah, this link won't be shared with anyone or anywhere, the attendance link. Okay, yeah, we'll be having some bootcamps on blockchain as well, don't worry about it. The last time to mark the attendance would be tonight. Okay, at 12 we'll be closing down the attendance link. So every day you will be getting the attendance link within the video, anywhere within the video. Okay, if you are attending the video live, only then you will be able to find the attendance link. Otherwise, you won't be able to find the attendance link. So I'm telling you very frankly about that as well. Okay. Benefits of the certificates. Of course, you can put the certificate by DevTown as well as by Google. You'll be able to put it up on your resume. That basically showcases your skills, that you have completed the Amazon clone as well as the project, as well as learned JavaScript and React. These are the technologies that you are very familiar with. That is the basic concept about the certificates as well. Okay. Yes, you can put up the project on your resume. So as you are able to see, the responses have started coming up. Okay, so the attendance link works. If your attendance link is not working, you have made a spelling mistake. There's no other reason why the attendance link is not working. So you're able to see that people have started filling up the attendance form, so it works. There's no problem with the attendance link. Okay. Like I said, if it's not opening, you have made a spelling mistake. There's no other possibility. The attendance link always works. As you're able to see, people have started filling the attendance form up. Okay. I think so, Harshit, you weren't there in the class. Please watch the entire video again to find where the attendance link is. Nobody will be telling you that. Okay. Yeah, of course, anybody can, like whoever is currently like learning from the bootcamp can fill up the attendance form to fill up their attendance for today. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that would be it for today. We'll meet tomorrow. If you guys are joining us, join us to Instagram live at 8:10. Tomorrow we are going to start off with JavaScript. Please be on time, and we'll be completing JavaScript in 2 to 3 days, and then we'll be starting off with React. So that will be the entire process. Okay. Okay, great. So thank you so much, guys. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. It will be a blast, or even in the Insta live as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.